We're going to do a wall right around the Threeskins podcast. It's going to be huge.
Ray Manzarek, the keyboardist, incredible. Hey guys, welcome to the Threeskins podcast, the best podcast on the internet, iTunes, YouTube. Joe Rogan, go fucking suck his bald head. No one gives a fuck about your conspiracy shit. Today we're gonna.
Rogan couldn't do a podcast by himself.
No. Because it just like,
He couldn't.
Hey audience, have you seen that video of like that moose that gets hit by a car?
Jamie, pull it up. Oh wait, Jamie's not here.
Jamie's not here. What's he gonna do on his own?
Good point, right? But could any of us do a podcast on our own?
Yeah.
No, him.
Yeah, man.
He couldn't do a podcast by himself.
I could do a dinosaur podcast on my own, easy.
I mean, technically, anyone can do a podcast by themselves.
It's just whether it's good.
Yeah. Because Joe
right.
Rogan could do a podcast on his own.
Yeah, I think
whether it's going to be good or not.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of like Joe Rogan's podcasts are just be like, yeah, man, and he's just like talking to himself like he's talking to someone else.
Yeah, have you seen that video of that car hitting a deer?
Yeah, man, that's sick.
Have you seen those videos of it where it's like Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Rogan. Yeah.
Rogan.
Anyway, enough of that crap talking. Yeah. We're doing this a little bit differently. We're doing what we've been up to at the end of the podcast, so we can get straight into the topic.
Straight into the topic.
So please
For
don't
you
skip.
new people, we're not going to talk shit.
Yeah. So anyway, the first topic today is
The first topic, you've got two.
well, Matt. No, well, yeah. I can do just one, but. I've been told that Matt was complaining the other day. He was like, I always have to choose topics. Blah, 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 blah.
That's not what I was saying.
Anyway, yeah, it was. And I was just like, yeah, okay, it can't be that hard. And he was like, well, why didn't you do it? And I was like, all right. So today, I've chosen the topic. I'm in charge of the topic, bitch.
May God have mercy on all our
It's
souls.
gonna be great. We're gonna do it on philosophy.
Can I just point out, right? It doesn't mean anything. At the end of this one, he'll go, "That was easy." You have to do another 40 until you can agree that it's easy.
He's got a point.
That's not. You haven't even done a topic. You shut your bitch ass mouth.
No, but at the start, do you know what I mean? We had such great topics. We had like irrational fears and dreams and stuff. And now we're on shit like stuff people shove up their assholes. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's evolution.
Yeah, I'd say like that's good. But this one, this one's different. It's
definitely biology.
We're doing moral dilemmas. Okay, everyone's heard them. Everyone went to
dilemmas.
Yeah, everyone went to school and you got given like a little fucking thing, and it's like, oh, if Tommy stole Jimmy's candy bar, did he do something wrong?
Can I also point out...
I never did anything like that.
Can I also point out that Greg's moral dilemmas is just a rib on my, like, would you rather...
Your cat
Give us these moral dilemmas. Wait, what's the difference?
Moral dilemmas / would you rather.
Well,
what's the difference?
Yeah, you thinking like, what's the difference between moral and ethics? So like, not really anything unless you're like a fucking blowhard that gives a shit. So anyway.
So then why aren't you telling us why they're different?
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, but the thing is that like, so it's easy to know what morals or ethics is. It's what you should do and what you shouldn't do. It's like, you should be nice and you shouldn't rape and kill.
But who's to say?
Exactly, that's the point. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
of the
no one
dilemmas.
said that's what a moral is. It's just
that's why I'm asking you. That's why we're going to be asking more dilemmas to see what the difference is between what we would do in certain
I rate
situations.
this, Greg. Good stuff. He's done
That's
well.
Good. Okay.
Things found up an arse, and now this is beautiful.
We're gonna start with the most obvious one, which is the trolley problem. You've heard of the trolley problem?
Ye old.
Is that when you can't find a £1 coin to unlock the trolley?
It is, isn't it?
No, of course it isn't. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna read out the actual trolley problem.
The trolley problem.
You see a runaway trolley moving towards 5 tied up people. All right. So they're like tied up on a train track. Okay. And you are standing next to a lever.
Shopping trolley. Right?
That basically controls where the trolley goes. And basically at the moment, if you leave it, it will kill 5 people. But if you move it, it will change tracks and kill 1 person. Do you move the lever to kill the 1 person?
This is what you do, right?
I don't touch the lever at all because it's God's work.
Yeah.
So then you kill... but then...
I didn't kill him.
You don't do nothing. Die. It's the trolley. It's whoever started the trolley.
Peace be with you.
So you have the complete ability to save 4 more lives. but you choose not to.
Yeah, but but if you leave it up to fate, it's like the David Attenborough documentaries. They're like, that poor deer over there's going to get killed. But if they don't get killed, I get to film it, and then, like, I don't have to feel bad, and I can just say...
You don't have a camera on you.
No, oh yeah, I'm always thinking of, like... Okay, so, I won't... If I pull... Of course I'm going to let the one person die.
Of course you are.
I genuinely think, if we're going to be real about it... No, I'm going to do a bit of a Carl Pilkington and work deep into... I know it's just a question, but I'm going to be like, if it was a real situation, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would touch the lever at all, because I'm so bad and anxious with, like...
But then you have
manual
5 deaths on your heart.
No, but you see, I would be like, oh my god, that train! Oh, I'm not pulling that lever. What if it does something? I'm not... Oh, fuck. Like, I don't think I would touch it, because I'd be like, I don't know what it does. Because I'm a fucking...
Yeah, but what if you actually know? And you're informed? Come on, of course you would. You'd have to. It's like...
If we're going to say, if you have to pick, of course it's the one person.
Yeah, the thing is basically, would you...
Who picks the 5?
Well, a lot of people is because they don't want... Because then... Because once they touch the lever, they are now actually, like, responsible for the death. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, but you're kind of responsible anyway. If you're...
Yeah, that's what I think it is. It's because some people think, if I don't touch it, I'm not responsible. But I think if you can do something and you don't, you're still you're still responsible.
I think the question is better if it's flipped round the other way. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you said the trolley was heading towards 5 people, but if you pull a lever, then it hits one person, right? But I think if that was the other way round, do you know what I mean?
No one would touch the lever.
Well, yeah, but then you'd have the whole moral dilemma of, oh god, because I didn't touch it, am I a bad person? I think it's better the other way round.
Can we go even deeper?
Because it's not really pick 1 or pick 5. It's pick 1 or leave 5.
Have these people, like, are the 5 people prisoners and the one person there?
Okay, well, yeah, how about this?
It was heading towards those 5 people on purpose because they were paedophiles.
What if you had to choose between 2 tracks, one has 5 women and one has 5 men?
That's obviously the women. I'm joking. Obviously the blokes. Yeah, fuck them.
You kill the blokes.
Yeah, because then I got 5 women in myself.
Yeah, I honestly agree. I think it's one of the things that shows how sexist people are deep down. I would totally choose the woman to not die.
Oh. Yeah, but I think that's because we're I hate getting into this, but we're kind of instilled as men expendable.
Matt, we've talked about some racy things on this podcast, but you better shut up right now.
Because in China, they don't like women. You know, I mean, that's like, okay, that's probably I'm sorry if you're Chinese, I'm misinterpreting.
You don't like women.
You hear all this one child rule just chucking the baby girls into the streets because they want men to carry on their legacy.
It's kind of like how we treat male chicks. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so,
not anymore, though. They don't do that anymore.
Anyway, we can move on to another ethical problem, if you guys want to.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
so... That was so topical and ethical, Greg.
This one is similar. Involves saving, whether you save 5 people's lives or 1 person's life, but this changes things a lot. Okay, a transplant surgeon has 5 patients. Each need a different organ, okay? Unfortunately, there are no organs to perform, and these people are going to die if they don't get transplants real soon. A healthy young traveller comes into the hospital and is a match for all 5 people. Is it ethical for him to kill the man and take his organs to save 5 lives?
I think it's based by base. It's case by case basis.
Look how happy he looks at himself.
It's case by case.
Right.
First off, you said traveller, which in this country is what we're supposed to call gypsies now. So
no,
cut him up.
No. Can I make a quick assumption quickly?
Yeah, go.
You made this up, didn't you?
Nah, 100%. These
you
are real.
Found that
these are real dilemmas that philosophers sit there and talk about for days on end.
Bro, even if I was a philosopher, I'd have fallen asleep halfway through that. That was the longest. Like the other one was good, straightforward.
Mate, you need to read a philosophy essay. That's nothing. You know what I mean?
That's why I didn't go to uni and take philosophy.
So basically, there's a dude that's healthy, has 5 organs. Do you kill him to get those organs and give it to people
I
to save
think
5
that
lives?
is case by case. You can't just say that.
No, but okay, because
It's exactly the same as the last question.
But when you do a thought experiment,
Basically.
you've got to imagine you know nothing about them apart from that they're just a human. You don't know anything else about them. You don't know if they're a child. You don't know if they're an adult.
Well,
you don't know
if
fuck all.
it's a baby and it's like there's 5 old people waiting there for like a new lung.
I knew the old people would get up. I agree.
We're gonna kill this man because Doris needs a new kneecap.
I think like 70, once you hit 70, no more transplants, no more surgeries, you die.
Yeah, it kind of
or maybe
is.
80, I don't know.
I think 80.
You think 80, a cut-off point?
But then again, that's still case by case.
Because some old people, they degrade quicker.
What if...
It's true, they do.
What if we say that about Bill Gates? Because his philanthropy would save plenty more lives.
If we kill them.
What if that one person with the organs is like is it philanthropist? Someone who's out there saving millions of lives with raising money.
But the whole point isn't that you know anything about them, it's whether it's right to kill someone to save 5 lives. Because it's different to the trolley problem, because you're actively murdering them and then stealing their organs.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to choose that shit.
Most people choose to save the 5 lives with the trolley, but most people choose not to take the organs out.
I'll take the organs.
See,
you'd murder a man.
Lewis has more normal ethical principles than you do.
I'd murder a dude for his.
Yeah, most people say they.
There's plenty of things I would murder someone for, but it wouldn't be like. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't just be like, this guy fits the bill. Let's fucking invite him in for a drink.
This is what you do. Yeah. You make him fit the bill.
How do you? What do you mean? That's even more wrong.
No, I know. But then it makes you feel better.
No. Yeah. He's fucked. And
I know he's fucked.
He's fucked, yeah. Dr. Greg.
I'm just saying.
It's right, though, because without the case-by-case thing of it...
I couldn't kill a nice, healthy man for his organs.
No, but Greg's already said that it doesn't matter if he's healthy or not.
Yeah.
You kill one person... Greg's saying we just don't know.
You don't know if he fits the bill.
Yeah.
Well, then I definitely wouldn't kill him if I knew he did. What?
Well, the only thing you know about him is
that this is just
the only thing you know about him is that his organs are right for the
I
people.
could not sneak a man into the office quick, have someone kill him, rip him open. To save 5 people, and I'm like,
would you let someone
none of these match now.
Would you let someone else do it and be okay with it?
No.
See, yeah, you've got that's what most people answer. That's like 90% of people say that. Of
course I wouldn't.
And then you have a 10% that serious
if I knew for definite, like definite, this guy's he fits the bill, I'd maybe question it for a bit longer, but I'd still
think about it.
How about this?
But if I didn't know, I was just like, he might fit the bill.
How about this?
No way.
And this is for both of you.
Yeah.
If there was one person who comes in to the hospital or whatever, and you need 5 organs.
Motherfucker, that dude dead.
Exactly.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I agree, because I think...
Just die.
I think,
just
like,
die.
especially with his loved ones as well, it completely changes whether you make these decisions or not. Yeah, so there's... So go back to the trolley problem. Imagine that one person is someone you love, and the 5 people you don't know. You'd kill the 5 people, wouldn't you? I would.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. I was like, this is the reason that we come up with the topic.
It's the reason that...
are you swapping it now to if it was someone that you
loved? And you have
someone came in with the...
No, I mean on the trolley again. So there's the person you love on the track, or you either kill them or the 5 people.
Oh, the 5 people.
Exactly.
It's
weird how it changes it.
It is.
It's cool.
And I don't even feel bad about saying it.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Do you know what I mean?
Now
if it was my mum or Bethan or something, do you know what I mean?
Now,
no way would I just be like...
I'm going to use the trolley problem to also examine another quick thing. Okay, let's imagine you have 50 dogs on one side of the track.
Kill the dogs.
And you have one person.
Kill the dogs.
You kill the dogs? 50 dogs?
I'd kill 1 billion dogs for one person.
What about you, Lewis? I know you like dogs.
50
50 dogs dead on
Do
your
you know
hands.
what? I don't.
You have to sit and watch them die.
Dude, if it was an empty track and 50 dogs, I would do the 50 dogs.
Stupid mutts.
Nah, I don't hate dogs at all. I love dogs,
It's one of those.
but I would kill 50 dogs.
Yeah, I'm just
for a
asking how
human.
much more
Yeah.
you value human life
I'd-
over animal life.
Fuck it, I'd leave it up to fate and let the one person have it. I don't care. Chances are that all those 50 dogs are going to be nicer to me than that one human fucker.
Yeah, no, but
Or him. Or
can
whoever
those
it
can
is.
those 50 dogs give you blowjobs? Can those 50 dogs
Yeah.
give you lots of money?
50 dogs can give you lots of money.
What if that-
50 dogs can give you lots and lots of money if you know how to sell them right.
Yeah, you skin them and then
I'm not talking like 50 street now.
yeah, get a
And
big
you
old dog
take
run.
it down to the butcher and you
make
get
some
your
dog leather boots.
Dog runs.
dog leather boots. Nah, certain breeds of dog are expensive, right?
It's true.
I'd save all those dogs. Like, I'm not imagining like 50 like tramp dogs. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking like there's a Great Dane,
Like
and
the
a
ladies,
pug,
not the tramps,
and
yeah.
a Pomeranian. Yeah, what?
Don't worry, it's
You're the
ladies,
tramps,
Okay,
not the
so-
ladies, right?
Instead of animals, this time there's a track that goes towards a person that's English like us and a person that's French.
I'd definitely fucking leave it.
Would you kill the Englishman or would you kill the Frenchman?
I'd kill the English
I'd
dude.
kill the English guy. He's
Yeah?
probably a dickhead.
Yeah.
Most people choose to save people of their nationality over others.
No.
But... Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
imagine a lot of those
I hate
people-
English people too.
I imagine a lot of those people who do that are sat in bars with the rest of their skin-headed friends. Do you know what I mean? Listening to
Fuck you.
neo metal.
Oh,
like,
talking about hair for any reason,
Oh,
can
go
we
on.
show?
Oh man,
gave up halfway through and just couldn't be bothered.
it still
anymore.
hasn't
It's crazy.
like healed yet.
You need one or the other, man. You got you like mixing.
Yeah, I
up.
know. It's fucked.
It's coming up with your roots as well now, so it's
All
like
I've
you've
gotta
got
do
three
is-
haircuts.
All I've got to do is bleach the
Just
sides again and then tone them again so they match the top. But I just getting
It's a
around
lot
to
of
do it.
effort, isn't it?
I can't be arsed. I'm just like, yeah, it's blonde.
Okay, so now there's an entire part of ethics called lifeboat ethics, and the idea
Is this also about a trolley again?
no, the idea is about being on a lifeboat, and at what point is it okay to do certain things?
What,
Okay.
like throw a
Okay.
child off to save
Boat me.
yourself?
Okay, is it acceptable to deny an obvious dying passenger food and water to save it for others with a better chance of making it? Let's imagine you're on a lifeboat, and basically, I don't know, there's like 10 of you. One of them's clearly dying. Do you deny him food and water to save the other, to give more
See,
food and water?
the
to
thing
other people?
is with these sorts of things is if I was, I think when you talk about them,
Mm.
it's kind of you don't put it in like in these situations that actually happen. Most people go, no, it's fine. You can eat me when I'm dead.
Most people.
I don't think most people do that.
I would.
Yeah, you might, but you would also
You were
you'd
making-
also steal people's organs. So don't
You
do
were
that
making
shit.
such a beautiful point, and then you end it with "eat me when I'm dead," and then just shit on it.
Oh,
Like,
can you imagine?
of course, yeah, I would do the same, but I would not assume that's what normal people would say.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
I'd be
mean?
fine with people eating me up.
No, I think I,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I
totally.
think
Do what you fucking want.
I've-
Rape me and then eat me. I don't care.
Just throw me in the trash. I don't care.
you can do that
Throw
when
me
you're
in
alive.
the trash. Oh, is this mic on?
Okay, so
I don't know. Maybe I'm
would
learning
you,
a lot about
would
myself.
you not?
But that's what
So-
I was saying at the start. Like, you have to imagine, like, is it like you have to imagine it as a philosophical on my ethics question, and not if you were in the real situation. Because going back to the first
Yeah.
one, if it was me, definitely, I know I would not touch the lever, and I know it would just be because I wouldn't have been sure what it was.
So the
You have to have
the
it as
problem
an
here
ethical-
is I'm the decider of the boat of who gets to.
Yeah, and you know that this person's gonna die, say
Who
within
made
5
you?
days,
I won't feed them,
and you wouldn't feed them. Yeah,
and the screams wouldn't even bother me.
See, again, if it's down to like an ethical, like, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
A choice. Of course, I'd save those 5 people. Fuck the dying guy. Like, dude, you're definitely gonna die. But if it was a real situation, I would probably give him food because 1, I don't want to be the asshole that's not feeding the dead guy, dying guy, and 2,
But you could also be
Two,
the
there'd be a
asshole
part of me
who's
that-
created 6 dying
No, but
people.
there'd be a part of me that would be like, well, I can't not feed him because what if we make it?
That
What
is-
if I stop
that
feeding
is
him
silly.
and we get
this,
rescued?
this is an interesting thing because with most people say that they wouldn't feed them, but most examples of people actually getting caught on lifeboats with situations like this will feed them because they feel when they're in the situation. But
I got it.
And do you know that people resort to cannibalism? They do it impulsively. They never make a informed decision. Oh, we need to eat this person to survive. They just fucking get ravenous.
If he's going to die anyway, of course you feed him because you're going to eat his dead body. So you got to have some meat on the bones. Of course you feed him.
You got a point.
Am I dying? No, just keep eating that. Foodie make it better.
Yeah, eat all this vegetable. Let's
Just
turn it
a
to some meat.
spoonful of your leg helps the medicine go down.
Okay, so you know this person's going to die in 5 days. Do you wait until they die, or do you just murder them and eat them straight away?
You wait until they die.
Yeah?
I think there's dignity in death. I think.
But you get...
Do you know what? Again, like...
You get more food and you get it sooner.
It's exactly the same. If it's down to a choice that you have to make, of course I would. Of course I'd fucking off him. Do you know what I mean? But if I was in that situation, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but who's putting in enough?
Unless
How are you killing him?
It depends though. Like if it's a
Strangle,
guy
I
and he's
guess.
like, "Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it?" You're like, you know what? You might. But if it's a guy that's just like, "Look, I know I'm done. Just do what you gotta do." I'd be like, "Okay."
Tell my family I love them.
Yeah.
And
I'd do it.
yeah.
Dignitas, that the SS Dignitas. I would do that.
Best thing to eat first is the tongue.
For all you...
It's nutritious and it's very easy to get at.
Is it?
Yeah, no.
You literally just cut it right out and eat it. You can eat it raw as well.
But what if you don't? What say you don't have a knife and we're talking like cannibalism, like caveman,
Probably
like just...
eyeballs would be easiest to get out.
Oh god.
Because like eating the meat with just your hands, it's gonna be so hard to get the meat off the bone.
It'd be like getting one of them little gumballs at the bottom of those ice cream cones, like.
See, I've always thought this: when you bite into meat flesh, like the flesh of an animal,
Man flesh.
it's very easy to tear off, even if it's raw.
Yeah.
Because yes, I have eaten
Mm.
things raw, but this sounds so stupid. But when I was younger, I used to bite myself and see if I could take a slice out, but I could never do it.
The skin.
It's the skin.
If we went and got a...
Is that why you have to skin animals?
yeah,
I
first?
used to do the same thing on the inside of my mouth.
You see, I'm
always-
not crazy.
No, you're not.
If we
I've
went-
always bitten my cheeks, and when I was a kid, like you'd have like and I'll be like, "Oh, how much of this cheek
Pork
can I
cheek?
take off?" And you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was a lot. That's
Yeah,
be
the
sore." Like, and it would come off because it's gum.
skin. It's skin. If I went and got like a bit of pork right now with the skin still on it, and you try to bite through the skin, you ain't getting through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, skins are fucking hard. Okay. Which one should I go on to?
Unless you're Ace Ventura or Wallace from Wallace and Gromit.
I was watching a thing about Jim Carrey recently, and him and Sacha Baron Cohen were like really pally. I'm thinking, come on, get them two in a movie together doing something.
That'd be sweet.
It would be pretty good, wouldn't it?
It's funny because a lot of these ethical dilemmas were obviously written in like the 50s. So some of the names are so like funny.
You walk into a diner and there's a black man sweeping
Commodore
the floor.
Schmidlap.
I think this one has an obvious answer, but apparently a lot of people it's like a 50-50 split.
Go on, Greg.
So I'm just gonna say this one out.
Don't tell us your answer first, and then we got to guess what
Michael
it is.
had several friends, including Roger and Daniel. Okay, Roger is recently dating a woman named Phyllis. Yeah, that's the fucking name they use. He's convinced that this is like a long-term relationship and exclusive. Unknown to him, however, this guy Michael noticed that Phyllis is actually the wife of his other friend, Daniel. So basically, Michael's got a friend who has a wife, but he also has a friend who's dating a girl that is that wife, and they don't know.
I kind of got it until you tried to explain it.
So who does?
So 2 of your mates are getting it on, and you are like, oh, okay, it's a long-term relationship. Oh, they've obviously been together a while. But then you find out that she is the wife of one of your other mates that he necessarily doesn't even know.
They don't know each other.
They don't know each other, but you know both of them.
So do you tell?
Yeah. No, I do. I get someone else to tell them. I'd tell someone who I know would gossip.
Okay, so
and I'd be like, "Hey, have you seen them two together? It's a bit weird."
Your friend whose wife it is rings you up and says, "Oh, I've heard that my people have been saying my wife's having an affair." Do you tell them then?
This is what I do. I bang her too. And
well, she's already sleeping around. You know what I mean?
All right, Dennis, chill out. I work my way in there.
No,
bang her.
I think that's a hard one, but I think I'd just tell them both. I'd get them both together and I'd say, look guys, I've got something to tell you. You know this girl. And then if you do it that way...
Yeah, but the issue is that they're both going to be like, well, that's my girl. And then they're going to fight.
No, I don't think they would fight. I think if you told them separately, they would fight. I think if you told them together, then they'd be like, oh, well, we need to take this bitch down. You know, like those movies. Or like... Yeah.
I think that's a good solution.
Phyllis must die. There's a John Tucker must die. Remember that one? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. You would get them together. Do it at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would work.
As long as they didn't know. As long as the guys didn't know about each other.
Yeah.
Then you could do that.
I'm going to go for like, I would tell someone I know would gossip. Because I'd be like, you have to know. Because that's right.
Telling the gossip.
But I'm not telling you.
Telling the gossip merchants is always a good
That's
way.
what I'm doing. Because I'm a pussy.
Through. Anyway, we're going to move on. This is a very popular one at the moment. So I don't know how topical it is. I don't know if this has ever happened, and hopefully it doesn't. A pregnant woman leading a group of people out of a cave is stuck in the mouth of the cave. So everyone's stuck behind her in the cave. But this is by the coast. And in short time, high tide will be upon them. She will survive because she's high enough, whereas the people in the cave will die if she doesn't get out. She's completely stuck, but the people inside the cave have a stick of dynamite. They can use the dynamite to blow her up and blow the way out of the cave and save all of themselves, or they let themselves die and
how many people are we
save
talking
the pregnant woman. Let's
save
5 people again.
It's just so stupid. That's so stupid because it's not. I would just have more questions than I'd be. Do you know what? Like,
it's a thought experiment.
It's the whole thing. Like they're sat in a cave. Like, oh, the tide will be up in a minute. And she goes, well, I'm gonna walk to the front of the cave because I'm in front. But none of you can just, come up here.
Yeah, but you're not,
and then they'd be like, well, while you prepare. We're going to find 2 rocks to light this dynamite because we couldn't possibly walk 6 yards to just stand with you. Do you know, it's just such a stupid... I can't put that in a real situation.
How are we stuck? Can she lift her legs up?
There's no way of her getting out unless she's blown up by dynamite.
Mate, okay, fair enough. If I'm outside the cave choosing, I'll walk off, don't care, they decide to be inside, busy themselves. But there's a pregnant woman in front of me in the way of getting out of a cave and drowning to death. She's getting blown up. I will boot... Before we can light the dynamite, I will try and boot her out so we can save the dynamite.
I would.
That's how I'm only joking.
I think a lot of people think it's harsh because she's pregnant, but I'd light the dynamite. I'd blow her up. I'd leave it a little while. I'd leave a little while until I'm like up to here. Until I'm about up to here, and then I'll blow her up.
Yeah, but there's no... Yeah, but what if they blow it up and it just...
Oh, and like right there's a rescue queue, and you're oh shit. Yeah, at what point? It's hard. It's hard to say, isn't it?
So why is that one famous at the moment? Why is that one going around?
That's
doing around?
rubbish. It's not funny. It's rubbish.
I find it funny.
Well, you haven't given us an answer.
Yeah.
Because it's just pointless. Because I was going with the whole, like, it's just a random choice, but then it was made apparent that you two were going at it like you were one of the blokes in the cave, and you were like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Because if I was one of those blokes in the cave, I would be like, right, we got to fucking blow her up, right? I would just do it, and I know all of them would be like, yeah, we got blah blah.
I kind of feel like the stress
But if it's a choice, I'd
of
be
her
like,
stuck in the cave is going to make one of them, them babies with, like 3 heads.
what do you mean?
Because when pregnant women get unbelievably stressed, the cells
have
cells
3
get a bit
heads.
weird, don't they?
It's true.
See?
Science has fun.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so your wife is suffering from a debilitating disease that has put her in constant and permanent pain and agony. Finally, one day, she decides that she really just wants to die. And she has been talking about it for years. However, her condition is such that she cannot die on her own. Let's say she's completely disabled from the head down.
Let's send Nan to
She
Dignitas.
is begging and pleading with you to help her commit suicide. If you help her, you will be arrested. What would you do? Would you still do it?
Yeah, I'd help her.
By arrested, what do you mean? Is it just arrested, or do I go to jail?
Go to jail.
I take her to a place in the world where she can die.
But let's say it's a full experiment. You're not meant to think about shit like that.
Yeah, but you didn't specify.
Okay, I'm going to specify. You cannot take her to another country where it's legal to euthanize people.
Okay.
But why can't I?
Because it's a full experiment.
Okay, but can I do this?
You're putting restrictions on my thoughts,
It's
and
an-
I don't like
Can I
it.
kill her?
Abstraction.
Can I kill her and then not get arrested?
No, there's no. That's the whole point of the thought experiment. Is
Yeah, I'll
that
do it.
you
Yeah,
get
I'll do it.
arrested.
If I ever love someone enough to see them die in a way that they want to die, I would be like, okay, well, I'll be my wife. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for years for this, way before she was sick.
Actually, now I've thought about it a little bit more, right? I don't think I would. I don't think I could. Because you said it's a debilitating disease, but it's not a disease where like they can't die on their own, right? So in my head, I would be like, I'd want to help them more than I would kill them. Do you know what I mean?
But sometimes the best
if
help
it was a disease,
is death.
yeah, but you see, exactly. But if it was a debilitating disease, let's say that they're gonna die and they're dying. Do you know what I mean? Then it would be different because I'd be like, well, I know you're gonna die anyway, and I don't want you to die fucking horribly. Do you know what I mean? But if I know someone is healthy enough to live a long life,
Yeah.
but they've got a disease, but it won't kill them, I'd be like, no, look, well, if it was someone I loved, there's no way I could just be like, yeah, things ain't getting better. No, like.
So what if you put it in a way where like it would they would kill themselves? So you set up like a really easy way for them to kill themselves.
I want to die. You just put a banana peel on the step in the morning. Like, what?
Slippy.
Okay, yeah.
French
obviously we
toast
can't,
is ready.
But I would, yeah, I would. I genuinely would do that, yeah.
Okay, this one's called the Heinz problem. There's a guy called...
There's 2 tins of beans.
No, it's stupid. It's just basically a guy called Heinz. Heinz has a wife who is on her deathbed again.
Heinz has a wife that comes with pork sausages, and Heinz has a wife with spicier sauce.
The pharmacist has a drug that can cure her, but it costs $2,000.
That's a plane overhead, sorry.
Yeah, just get used to it. There's a pharmacist the pharmacist bought the drug for $200. Well, it says dollars. I'm gonna say pounds because dollars are stupid. £200. But he's charging £2,000 for it. The Heinz goes up to him and goes, "Oh, I'll give you. I can't afford $2,000, but I can give you £1,000." And the guy's like, "Nah, I want the full price, otherwise you don't get the drug." In this situation, what is the ethical thing for Heinz to do?
Right, so Greg went earlier. He says, "Oh no, you need to stick to this." But I know for a fact if this was my topic, you wouldn't stick to it. So I'm gonna give a Greg answer, and I would poison his wife with something.
Yeah, but the thing is that he is the pharmacist. He's got the access to all the cures.
No, but the only. All right. Okay, I will put a bullet to it. I'll put a gun to her head and say, "No, just give it to me for free. I wish your wife is going."
Yeah. Okay.
What? I thought you'd be like.
That's not a bad answer.
I mean, it is.
The idea of it is...
But that is your answer.
This one's meant to give you a bit more freedom to be experimental.
I think...
Everything that the pharmacist is doing with is well within the law. Let's imagine that this is like America.
That's what I'd do. I'd make the pharmacist tell me where he got it for 200 quid, and then I'll buy it there. Because then I've obviously
What
got
if
the
he
grand.
refuses to tell you?
Well, then I will steal it off him.
Yeah, okay.
I'll say, look,
Yeah.
you're either telling me where you got it from, or I'm having it for free.
A lot of the whole point of the Heinz problem is to see at what point you don't give a fuck about theft laws.
What are they going to do? Take me to prison for trying to save my wife?
Yeah, they do. They do that in America. If you steal drugs, you go to prison.
You go
Even
to
if-
prison for anything in America.
Even if you're trying...
It's even worse.
Doesn't matter
here.
whether you're trying to save people.
At least in America, you don't get arrested for tweets.
At least in America, you got a gun to defend yourself from the police.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's an uprising of the police, with this little handgun right here is going to take down the fucking FBI.
It's in my
I got that bitch with my pea shooter.
These guys
It's
coming
in
down
my amendment to defend myself from the politicians and the police.
and tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
With this
it's like-
little 6-shooter I got.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, well, the 6-shooter ain't gonna do much, but I got an M4, and it's like drone strike.
Yeah, he gets out of bed. He's like, honey, there's a drone overhead.
You fucking anti-aircraft guns, you fucking moron.
No, you never win. You wouldn't win.
You would never win.
You never win.
Oh,
Okay,
fucking hell.
so,
That's like bringing a spear to a fucking flamethrower fight. Pointless.
What was your answer to that? What would you have done if you were Heinz?
I don't know, I'd have just left it all and made a factory and started selling beans to take my mind off of it. Because, I mean, like, that's a stressful situation.
Beans, Heinz.
Beans, when you're, like, depressed, beans are great. Shove them straight in the
they've got
microwave,
lots
2
of
minutes,
vitamins.
just beans on their own. Like,
the tomato sauce is basically...
Go back to the factory, sell £2,000 worth of beans.
That's true. Okay, so...
back when they were,
Onto-
like, 2p a tin.
now we're going down a line of theft. You are an eyewitness to a bank robbery. The bank robber gets away. You know who he is, and you can tell the police. Do you?
Nah,
Is there a reward?
nah.
Yeah. Let's imagine there's $100 grand reward
Nah.
Yes.
if you
Nah.
grass him up.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What if you found out that he took?
Oh, great. He don't want to be a grass.
What if you found out that? The
No, I
bank...
don't want to be a grass because if there's such a big reward on this man's head and he is he is big enough to rob a bank, that's a Western thing. That doesn't happen now,
for
right?
all intents and purposes, let's say that there is absolutely no repercussions if you do turn them in.
Yeah, but again, see, now I can't have that as a real situation.
That's not the point.
Yeah, I know. All right, then. If I knew 100% there was nothing that was ever going to happen to me and nothing was ever going to come of it, of course I'd grass on him.
Okay, now let's
It's a
change
100
it.
fucking
Let's
grand
find...
reward.
Okay,
Yeah, of course I
what
would.
if you find out that
If there was no
he robbed
reward, I
this
wouldn't.
bank and then he used all the money to help like dying children?
Oh, yeah, no, let him rob the fucking bank.
Would you?
That's some Robin Hood shit, yeah.
So you'd let them... Okay, now how about this? He does that, but he also killed 2 people in the bank robbery. Now
I
do
let
you
him...
grass him?
Nah.
To save kids?
To save dying
He's
children.
He's saving kids, but he murdered people.
What kind of
Well, like
kids?
2 people.
Yeah, 2
He
people at
robbed
the
a
bank,
bank
and he killed 2
to save...
people during the bank
He robbed
robbery.
a bank for dying children, right? So I'm imagining... A bank has a lot of money in it, so I'm imagining that's a lot of dying children.
Let's say, yeah, but
wow. Actually, to be honest, we do have a little bit of a population problem.
What if the 2 people who died that got killed were the parents of the dying children?
Fuck's sake, it never ends.
Trying to save
It
their
never
kids.
ends.
Yeah, so he's given his money to the orphanage to fund
It never ends.
the deaths that he's caused.
Oh, fuck.
Right,
yeah.
it never ends. Okay.
Let me off your wild ride, Mr. Bones.
That's oh god, I forgot to put that one. I probably should have skipped that one.
Go on.
No, this was I was looking through all the different ethical dilemmas, and this one's called Sophie's Choice, and it's actually based on a true story. There was a woman called Sophie in World War II, who was an inmate imprisoned at a concentration camp. And,
We all know the story of Sophie's
Yeah.
Choice.
And yeah, a guard tells you have to choose between your 2 children. Which one goes to the gas chamber?
This is based on a true story.
Yeah, this is
Just the
real
one
thing.
that's shit. Don't make me laugh that much. Doesn't bring me cups of tea.
I mean, you're in a concentration camp. Where
That's
you're not getting
you then,
tea.
because you've never made your mum a cup of tea.
Yeah, that's
so you're
true.
the Imagine it like that, motherfucker.
Mum would choose me over you any day, bitch. Okay.
And I would be okay with that.
No, that's fine.
I don't know. That is a hard.
Because she actually had to make the choice, and if she didn't choose one, then they were going to kill both of them. That's crazy. Imagine that. That's a real ethical dilemma.
That
actually
is
happened to someone.
Crazy.
It's disgusting.
I think she
because it's not even like we've got a number to fill. Do you know what I mean? We need one more person. Anyone at random.
You could leave it
It's
to
just
luck.
like they made her do it for like because it was funny.
But that's the thing. You know, you would know which one you would pick, though. I mean, but the whole problem is the fact that the situation's horrible. But I think you know who you'd pick. Because you wouldn't leave it up to luck.
I think it's something that you can't really answer unless you're a parent.
Here's another one.
Because in my head, I'd be like, no, there's no way. But I've never been a parent of one really good kid and a
Nazis must have been
cunty
fans
kid.
of ethical dilemmas because they put loads of people through them. This is another one that's supposed to be based on a true story.
That's horrible, man.
A sadistic guard got a person's son and put a noose around their neck and obviously put him on the stool and said to one of the parents, you have to pull the stool away from him to kill him. And if you don't, I'm going to kill your son and then go kill a random inmate as well. So basically, you have to kill your son or otherwise I'll kill your son and someone else. So the son dies regardless. So, do you pull the stool?
Yeah, and then I'll pick it up and turn around and then beat the guard with it, and then I'd use the gun from the guard to shoot the kid down before he's hung.
If only it was that easy.
And if only you were Clint Eastwood. Eh?
Well, you know, I'm trying to make something. This is a comedy
Horrible.
podcast, and Greg's bringing up
You
like.
grab that stool, turn around and twist.
In my defense, these are the only ones I could find that were actually real, because it's not like these trolley shit happens in real life.
Yeah.
We do, again, I think this is a good thing to bring up to new viewers. We do press on touchy subjects, and we may make jokes, but they are jokes. I've visited concentration camps. I've read about shit like this. I've seen the horrible shit they used to do to people. That's stuck with me. It's fucking horrible. But we are joking about everything we say.
Okay.
Anyway, old viewers, you know the fucking
shit.
You know the shit.
How much have we've done so far?
45 minutes, Greg.
Jesus. Alright, I'm going to do some quick fire dilemmas. And these ones are all based around science.
Okay.
Okay? And they're basically... No, because a lot of ethical dilemmas at the moment are what we can do with science and what we can't. So I'm going to ask you some questions of what we can and can't do. Should animals be given the same rights as humans?
No.
Okay.
Because it's like, but animals are just as important as humans. Deep down, I believe... We ain't fucking important. We are here. We're just the same as they're here because we all survived. But, obviously, I can't imagine a bloke with a clipboard stood in front of a pig like, now I'm just going to read you your rights, sir. Like,
it's ridiculous.
That's fucking retarded.
It couldn't happen. Okay.
like,
imagine having to pay welfare to like pigs.
Yeah. Imagine having to pay welfare because there's a police chase
and
between two guys and a chicken.
It would be pretty good.
Road,
There's no way I'm sharing my toilet with fucking farm animals. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. They got all the same right. You get on the bus in the morning and there's just like chickens everywhere and shit. Like, just flapping around. And the driver's a fucking hippo. Like, no, animals shouldn't have the same rights as us.
That does sound good, though.
It would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
But just because I say that doesn't mean I think that we are more important than them.
Should we be allowed to edit our children's genome?
We should be... No, we shouldn't be allowed to do that. No.
Like, choose their eye colour, or even take out, like...
If you have things like Huntington's disease, yeah. You should
So you should be allowed to take that out, but you shouldn't be able to, like...
Because
or
vaccines...
say you were the victim of a rape and you wanted to keep the child, but you didn't want it to resemble the person who attacked you at all.
The vaccines...
I don't know if you could do that.
Vaccines
That would probably take...
are... fixing kids after they've been born, but the genome thing, you could fix them before they've been born.
Yeah, you could make sure they don't look ugly and make sure.
See, the thing is, that's an ethical question on its own, because it's like, say you could cure all diseases, right? That basically makes you a fucking god. Unless it's a disease that we still don't have the cure for. If you can see like a deformity or a bad gene, do you know what I mean? You can be like, oh, whew. Then you've got all these perfectly healthy people, right? But diseases are there because some of us are meant to fucking die. Or die very young because it controls the population. If we did that, oh my, could you imagine what the world would be like in like 100 years?
What if it was
fucking
What
hell.
if it was like you had a
There's already too many people.
What if you had like a set amount of character points, like the Fallout Builder? Like
that is genius. That's fucking genius, man. Yeah, so like okay, you can be strong, but you got to have like
you gotta be a dum-dum.
You got to have like a slightly off chin. You know what I mean?
You get to pick and choose. Like, no, your son could be the most charismatic motherfucker
that's actually
in this
a really
world.
good way of doing it. That could work.
But he's got to have no endurance
there'll be
whatsoever.
so many kids that are pissed off though. Dad, why did you give me small hands? I gave you a big dick, son. It's like,
that is odd, isn't it? Thinking about like, because that would be what guys. Oh, make sure you have the big dick genome.
Well, this actually leads me on.
In 100 years, it'd be like, my dick's big, baby. Oh, how big? It's 75 inches. It's not the biggest I've seen.
It would
just go on
coming out dick first.
Yeah, it would come out forever.
You'd have to start like editing women to be able to take bigger dicks.
You would look bizarre.
All the feminist movement at the moment, like they'll finally get to that point where they get everything they want, and then this sort of thing will happen, and it would just flip it. Like, I can give myself a massive dick. Well, fuck her. She's got to have a big old fucking bargain bucket. Like you just like the cavemen gene would flip in. Like, me want to fuck.
Yeah,
like,
screw all that when it comes to like what people look like.
Yeah,
I think that should be left up to fate. But if it
diseases,
what if you were giving birth to the Elephant Man?
Well, that actually goes on to my next question.
Because I would definitely stop that
should we
shit.
make everyone normal? Should we heal every mental health disorder?
How boring would that be?
Should we? Yeah, that's
we shouldn't.
So, like, say,
how boring.
Heal all forms of autism.
It would be if you did that. It would be like fucking. It would be like the Truman Show. Do you know, everyone would just be walking around like, "Hello." They'd all just be. Do you know what I mean?
Or Equilibrium.
Yeah, Equilibrium's a good one. Yeah.
So I reckon we should definitely cure more than we do, because there are some diseases that are sudden and harsh and unfair. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people can be told that they've got cancer and like out of the blue, and you'd be like, what? I didn't know, and be dead like 3 months later. That's fucked. Do you know what I mean? That's horrendous. If you could fix that sort of thing,
it's like Chernobyl.
Of course you would. But there are some things that it's just like, dude, you're 85, sir. You've got the list of things that you're meant to fucking die. Do you know what I mean? But then there's the whole ethical thing of where the fuck do you stop? Where do you draw that line?
True.
Do you know what I mean? Where do you go, okay, this is bad, but that's not that bad.
I'll tell you what, the draw of the line when it comes between me and being healthy.
They know
because both my ankles, I've been waiting for over a year to have them operated on again.
I tell you what, if you like this topic, we'll come back to this again in the future, right? But we'll do our own ethical problems, right? So, like, for example, I'd say, like, Matt, there's a trolley, right, coming, and there's a track on one side with a guy led down, and his legs are out the way of the trolley, and he's got 2 perfectly good ankles, right?
Oh, do you take his ankles?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Me too. Yeah, totally.
There's no other option. It's just that. Would you stop the train, or would you let him have it?
Does he live?
You don't know.
Like, you never know. In
you
like
can't
20
know that.
years, they could have.
It's a big fucking train, but his legs are far out enough that you're almost certain that they might do a couple of flips and rolls, but they're going to be all right.
Yeah, I'd take their legs. The only thing stopping me from cutting off someone else's legs and putting them on mine is the law.
I don't know. The know-how is also a little bit.
Right. Okay. If you want to see us come back to this topic and do our own ethical problems, because I think that'd be
great.
I think that would be really fucking interesting. Then please let us know.
Okay, next one. Should we be allowed to make new organisms from scratch? So, like, completely create our own animals, our own plants through genetic engineering.
No.
Only in the lab.
No.
Well, I never let it out.
Mm.
You think?
Yeah, in secret, so the public can't know about it.
So you don't think you should be able to just make... Okay, what?
No, I think you should be able to, for the sake of saving the planet and us.
A new...
But don't tell normal people.
What if they made a
about
new animal that's exactly like a cow in the way it tastes, but it sucks up CO2 rather than causing CO2?
See, that's what I'm thinking.
See?
Because, like, if you...
What if we make organisms that are beneficial for not just ourselves, but...
Well, haven't we already done that with organisms that can eat plastic?
No, you see, I wouldn't do it.
We have
I
been
wouldn't
trying
do
to
it because it's lazy. Do you know what I mean? There are plenty of ways that we can save what we fucking live on without having to be like, oh, let's just make a new animal.
The thing is that...
And if you do that, say you make that cow, that's amazing, right? I'd say, like, I shouldn't have done it, but that's fucking cool. But then it doesn't stop because that's so lazy and people are going to be like, oh, so easy, just make more...
Yeah, but you got to remember
in
that...
a couple of 100 years, the world would just be this fucking...
Yeah, but humans...
It'd be like Fallout.
Humans are lazy.
Yeah.
It is
that's
lazy.
what I'm saying.
You say it's lazy.
But you can't,
but
you can't
you guys,
stop people
you
from
say
being
it's lazy, but it's not, because it's like a... It's gotten us all the way up to this point to be able to do it. So it's not laziness.
No, but do you know what I mean?
It takes a lot of know-how.
But in the whole time that you spent doing that, you could have just been like, you know, right, let's
Are you gonna pay for that, are you? You're gonna pay for that? You're gonna let your taxes go towards that, are you?
Dude, there are plenty of things that my taxes go towards that I would wipe off.
Yeah.
Police, let us all just run riot like the Wild West.
I would cut
hospitals. We've already
I'd cut the
established
budget for the
let
police
young
by
guy.
like 50% easy. I'd legalize drugs straight away. You know.
Have you got one last one? Because we're running out of time.
Yeah. Okay. There's two different ones it could be. One's about population levels,
do two
which
then.
we've already done. Should we impose population controls on people?
Well, it's happened before, hasn't it?
They did in China with the one.
It's happened plenty of times before. I don't know if people were doing it in the sake of saving the population.
We used to have natural population controls. Now we don't have many.
I know for a fact that as a country gets better with healthcare, their population
the birth rate drops.
Goes down.
But
like
Japan, the issue that causes is a thing called the aging population. And that's what we have in England. Why do you think when we're going down the street, there's old people everywhere? Why do you think the average age in England is like 45?
Because
that's the average age. There's so many fucking old people. They're everywhere.
I was thinking a lot older than 45. Like, you can't walk anywhere without... There are old people everywhere, right?
I think maybe it's a South thing, though, because the South is full of old people.
With seaside, innit? They like the seaside. They like going on the bus.
Warms the bones.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they say, isn't it?
Not fucking in the south of England, it doesn't.
Hit 80 years old, be put in a meat grinder and fed to dogs. I'm not joking. Just fucking die. Yeah, that's mean. But like... No, but you know what I mean? It's that is probably the biggest ethical dilemma for me, is that I think that like old people are the biggest drain on human society.
This is what we do though.
But what
it's so bad because I agree.
You can't just murder them. It's
you
like,
can't
what
just
do?
murder them. You're right.
I agree,
but you can do this.
It's so wrong.
You
Refuse them treatment.
No, you create like old domes, like old people domes. You know, like The Simpsons, and then you know.
But I think it's genius because they always complaining. Oh, you should be back in the old days. Go make someone that looks like the 50s and fucking drop them off.
I got something I need to talk about, right? I've been trying to get this into a podcast for ages, right? And I don't know how to do it, but I told it to Bethan and she was like, that's such a load of rubbish. So I knew it was good shit, right? So I came up with this idea. I was probably angry at old people. You know, just I would probably cut up by an old person in a car and I was just like, and I went on a rant, right? I came up with this idea. I was like, look, what if... Like, you send old people to nursing homes and shit, right? But they don't want to go there. They don't want to be there. It's cruel, right? But sometimes it's necessary, right? So what if we impose this law where we're like, right, from now on, as soon as you hit the age of 60, we're going to fly you away. And we like, I don't know, out of landfill and shit. I don't know. But we'll make it real nice, right?
Yeah.
Like, we'll make an artificial island, right?
Costa del Sol, Benidorm.
Yeah, we'll make like an artificial island in
Just send the
the
fucking Spain.
in the middle of the fucking ocean. No. We make our own island, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know how hard that is, but we'll do it. We're good at all that sort of stuff.
I know
We make an artificial island, right? It
they
looks
do Dubai.
it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous, right? And as soon as you hit 60 in this country, you have to go there. And we say, right, pack your bags, Nana.
a bit young, no?
No, 60.
You think?
Yeah, all right, 65. All right,
That's
65.
retirement age. Yeah.
65, okay? He's like, but I want to keep working at the post office. They let me lick the stamps and put it. And you're like, no, Grandma, sorry, you are. It's the rules. It's the law. You've got to
law.
go on that plane. You'll like it. It's a nice tropical island. There's lots of sunny, sandy beaches. Okay. Thank fuck she's gone, right? Because we all have that ethical thing where we're like, oh, I couldn't send my grandmother away. It's like, oh, you couldn't send your grandmother away. Oh, but you put her in a home and you haven't visited her in 6 years.
No, that's true.
What fucking difference is it if she's on an island, right? So, yeah, go on.
I would agree with this on the basis that at the end of each year, that island, because we've made it, we sink it in the ocean.
No, we don't sink it. We just kill them out there.
No, and then bring it back up, and for like a reset for the next group.
What?
No, go on.
You
Sorry,
gotta
carry on,
remember
man.
that Michael Phelps has got to go to this island, and I reckon even
Oh,
when that
shit.
man's 65, he's fucking swimming his way out, and he's like, he'd swim his all the way back to fucking England, wouldn't he? Like,
No outliers, man.
Yeah.
It'd have to be like heavily shark.
Oh, but then again, I guess it
infested.
wouldn't count to Michael Phelps, would it? I was thinking maybe this was a worldwide. It couldn't be a worldwide thing.
still
It'd be a
think-
thing in this country, and it would take
I
off
still
later.
think the
We'd all the sea would be full of all the nation's little tiny old people
Yeah,
islands.
but the issue with that,
It'd be
with
beautiful.
the drowning idea, is that you're feeding sharks, and that means more sharks in the water,
Yeah.
which means more shark fin soup.
Even better.
Yeah, no,
Full
but
circle.
I think my meat grinder idea is better because then we can feed our
Oh,
animals.
for fuck's sake.
We can feed our dogs and our cats.
Yeah, but then you've got loads of dogs.
yeah, we've already got.
I'd
loads
rather
of
have
dogs.
loads of sharks and not going to
There's
sea than
already,
loads of
There's
dogs.
already fucking loads of dogs, man.
Yeah, but not like there would be if we
Go
were
to-
feeding
mate,
them. And
what else?
Go to the back of the pound,
What's your
and
next
see how
thing,
many
Greg?
dead bodies there are. There's so many dead dogs out there, mate. You got to put down loads of them.
I don't think we've ever talked more shit in a podcast. Do the last one.
The
We're
topic
gone.
was philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The last one is a little bit tamer and less controversial.
Okay.
If another planet has life, let's say we find Mars has microbial life, should we still be allowed to colonize it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If it's microbes, yeah.
But
of
what
course.
if we accidentally kill the microbes in the process?
Who cares? We'll just have like that little seed bank that they have in the.
Yeah.
We'll have one of them and then just be like, yeah. But it's not doing anything good, is it?
I love how you've asked us questions. This should have been the first thing you asked. You've asked us questions about
I'm cooling it down.
would you kill a man? Would you kill 5 men? Would you kick a pregnant lady out of a cave? And we've killed all these people, and then you were like, right, the final one, yeah. Would you squish a little microorganism? Yeah, fuck
You'd
it.
be surprised. A lot of people
That
say
crescendo, Greg.
a huge amount of people say we shouldn't.
What that dove.
Fuck them. They don't. We're the only things that care. Do you know what I mean? That microorganism is not walking around like,
the main
I hope I
problem
don't
with
get squished today.
hypotheticals is
They're hypothetical.
that I think people don't truly answer them.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Because your morals and your split fucking decisions in a
Yeah,
sudden moment are
completely different.
completely
Yeah, I
different.
agree.
So, Greg, thank you for the first Greg topic. That was very good.
It was good.
I'm sure we can edit that down into something. No, it's fine. It's good.
Cunt.
So we're gonna do what we normally do at the. We're gonna do what we normally do at the start and just talk about what we've been up to this week.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Because for new people, it makes sense that
They
we
don't
don't
wanna
talk
listen
for
to-
15 minutes about
Yeah.
ourselves because no one knows who we are.
I've just been driving a lot.
Yeah.
Where you been driving
people
to?
give airports and shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking death.
Yeah.
But it's good because I get to listen to my music. So
Airports are
I-
the most
I-
confusing fucking
I
places
fucking
in the
don't get
world.
what, mate. It's like to pick people up, you have to go into a car park. I was like, what? Is there no like fucking little
Airports
lay-by
are
or anything?
fucked.
I don't get it.
When I arrived in Dusseldorf in Germany, right?
Yeah.
I had to stand on a street corner for 10 minutes and ask people, how do I get out of this fucking airport? Because I walked like 200 yards in each direction. I was like, I'm still in an airport. Oh, that's a runway. Oh, this is a fucking motorway. I'm like, how do I get out? So I had to ask people. They're like, oh, you have to go down into the tram, down around the back of the tram, and the tram takes you onto the outskirts of the airport where you get a bus. And it's like, what the fuck is this mental shit?
Confusing as fuck, man.
Airports are
If you learned the
fucked.
German word for exit, though, you probably would have been alright.
Ausgang.
Ausgang.
I was going to say Achtung,
Ausgang
but that's
does not
danger,
sound
isn't
right.
it?
Yeah. Mate, saying any German word is dangerous.
Dude,
man.
all German words are like Pokemon names.
It's weird because they have like names for like everything. You see some like sentences sometimes
Well, no,
it does entire words.
Achtung doesn't mean danger.
I thought it did.
Well,
Warning.
It's warning, yeah. Because at the start of that radio song, it's made like an announcement, and he goes,
They have a
Achtung, Achtung. So I think it just means like warning attention.
They have one of my favourite words. It's like it's a word for finding
Schadenfreude.
Yeah, finding pleasure from other people's misery.
Yeah.
Genius.
Which I'm surprised we don't have a name for.
I think it might be. The
We
best
do.
language.
It's called send
the
your
best
video
language.
clips into fucking Paul O'Grady at ITV on Britain's biggest
Remember Paul
twats.
O'Grady?
Is Paul Grady still
Paul
alive?
O'Grady. Yeah, but he might as well not be.
Oh mate,
That was harsh as fuck. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't mind Paul O'Grady.
Did Bruce Forsyth die?
Yes.
Like last year or something?
Yes.
Oh mate, finally, Jesus.
I love how cringy the entire audience is around Bruce Forsyth, because he's reading off an auto cue and everyone else
They're all
everyone
sat
else
there
can
like,
see the
oh, Bruce, he's
The
still
auto
going.
cue.
Everyone else knows their lines, but he's there like,
Yeah.
he's, hello
He's like,
everybody.
he's reading the auto cue, so everyone knows the joke before he says it,
Yeah.
and they only laugh after he said it.
One of the things I found funny about Bruce Forsyth, but also most old people, is they're so touchy-feely, man.
And we let him off for everything, don't we? Like,
they're
say, if that was a normal guy and he was like, we'd all be like, hey, cunt, we've all fucking read the joke.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. But because it's an old
You know,
person,
like-
we're like, go on, Brucey.
Like Bruce Forsyth could touch women on camera in a way that if a man did nowadays, they would get in shit. He's like, it's like with Joe Biden, everyone's giving him shit for like being touchy-feely, but that's what old people, mate, back in their day, like going up to a woman, touching her breasts, that was normal. But nowadays, I mean,
I never
so
saw
cool.
that on.
Does that mean I
Dancing
can
on
just
Ice
go
or-
feel up?
you weren't looking close enough.
Does that mean that?
Brucey like,
The price is right.
Higher or lower?
How much do you want for it, darling?
Does that mean I can go around and feel up a bunch of old men because?
I don't think they care. I think
No.
that, like,
Was
it's a
Bruce
really odd
Forsyth
thing,
the first
isn't it?
person to host The Price is Right?
I don't know.
Because if he was, I can imagine like it was his idea.
He
Like,
must
called,
have-
he
he must
called them
have
all
been-
around. He was like, I've had this
He was
idea.
like 50 when TV began.
He was like, I've had this idea. It's called The Price is Right, and I'll get a load of women on, and I'll feel and I'll touch and I'll grab and oh yes, and I offer
people
them a
love
price,
touching.
and they were like,
they love the touching.
okay, yeah, Brucey, I like the name, but we're gonna have to work on how the rules work. We can't have that. Oh, touchy feely, yeah, Bruce.
Rest in peace, Bruce Forsyth. I don't know why we're bringing him up because it is.
He died a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't care.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in
Not many
peace
famous
on your
people have
lovely
died
island
since,
that's floating around somewhere that
Yeah.
Lewis has created.
It was
for you.
no, it was a proper island. It was just
the Island of Dreams.
what idea I had was right. You can still go and visit it like you would an old people's home, and it's like if you're one of those twats that's like, oh, I'm not sending mine on away, but you haven't visited her in 6 years. That's fine. You got the option to go on a plane. You can go and visit anytime you want.
Or
you can visit anytime you want
can
for
just
free.
or you can just have Gran living with you at home, and then you'll decide after about a year or so.
If you want to drown her in the
she's going to the
sink or
island.
not.
She's
Yeah.
going to the
That's a good
island.
way of doing things. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to
If
live
you-
with them
Yeah, because then
for up to a year. Like you can live with them for like a week and be like, I'm already fucking
I said,
out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You don't have to do
fuck
the
that.
year because that's just torture.
That is torture.
So just send them to the island.
imagine
What did anyone get up to anything interesting?
No, of course.
Oh, we
didn't.
released a video that like 4 people watched. My personal channel's died so bad because
We met up and talked new ideas for the podcast.
oh, we did do that.
We did do that. Some new stuff which hopefully you might sort of see and have noticed in this because I'm gonna try and yeah. But we got some ideas.
Yeah. Tried doing a lot of walking now, just trying to fucking because I read somewhere
Playing that
about-
Harry Potter game.
I played a little bit.
Yeah.
I played like once. I created myself, and then I was just like, I don't want to do all the
Do
games.
you know what my name is on it? Did you see what?
What is it?
Did you see what it was?
What your original one? Pubius Hagrid.
No, that.
Oh,
that
that
wouldn't
Dobby's death made me laugh.
It was funny though. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I was the only person cheering in the cinema.
Everyone's like crying, and it's just like,
shit.
dude, that Dobby motherfucker. He's like the Ewoks of fucking. It's like
I wouldn't want to see the Ewoks.
That's when the Ewoks are getting shot up. Like in you know, like that Ewok goes up to his friend. His friend's like dead. He's like, well. It's so funny. It's like that. Like Dobby's like the Harry Potter version of that.
I do like Harry Potter, but Dobby is Jar Jar Binks of Harry Potter.
You know what I love about Harry Potter?
I went there.
I love all the adult actors because they're so good, but the child actors are terrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, but that's the point. They're kids.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And when you choose,
it's more
kids
natural
like,
if they're bad. I think.
I don't know.
It's a good point. Never really thought of it.
I didn't want to see Harry like. I am Harry Potter.
We have a
request.
Oh, okay.
A
request for you and Gooney Tunes.
Ah, yeah. We're now doing Gooney Tunes requests.
Oh,
we're not really.
Have you got one? Have you got your guitar?
What's the request first?
Do you not read the disc? I think my personal channel is the only channel left that isn't just people sat behind something talking shit
and poking slime,
that's all YouTube seems to be nowadays, man.
I don't remember the last time
well.
Everyone, no one wants to see people do stuff.
I'm on YouTube all the time, and I'm not watching YouTube videos. I'm watching like music videos, old TV shows that I haven't seen in
on
years.
The buses.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking more Laurel and Hardy, and I've been watching a lot of Bottom and like the young ones and shit because you can't find that on.
I love the Bottom.
I do. I like both of those.
Bottom.
Me and you are going to be them from Bottom.
Oh, yeah,
in
100%.
like 20
we
years.
already are.
All right.
We just got a little bit more hair.
Can I just give a shout out? I have to do two
Somebody
things.
edited a picture of us as it was the Bottom characters like painted, and it said who we all were.
This is from
I think you were Eddie.
Will Harrison Jr. Will Harrison Jr. said, please get Greg to sing Cripple Fat Boy on your next Sunday podcast.
Now we should explain Cripple Fat Boy. Cripple, if you're a new viewer, or even if you are an old viewer and you just don't know what the fuck this is, you didn't see it. Greg made a song for Matt when he went into surgery for his ankle, and he wrote it himself and composed it, and it is called Cripple Fat Boy.
This genuinely, he actually recorded this whilst I was under the knife.
And made a music video and everything. Like,
I need to show you something as well from Chris Young. He wants me to show you that.
What is it?
Well, first off, they didn't have testicles, and their penises weren't shaped like their penises weren't shaped like that. That's a mammalian. That's mammalian genitalia put on a dinosaur.
So if you want that photo, can you get that
we
photo?
allowed to put that up?
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. Who was
Chris
that?
Young.
Chris Young.
Christopher Young.
Yeah, man, you're the
Right.
best.
So Will Harrison Jr., if you want to send us any more requests, it's probably easier to do it this way because we'll probably get more comments requesting songs than we will.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Nice one. That was good.
tricking it up. At least I'm honest.
Going to hospital to fix his leg. Hopefully the surgery will leave him dead. Ooh. Cripple fat boy. Cripple fat boy.
There you go, Will. Thank you guys very much for listening. Everything that you want to know and need to know about us is in the description. All donations.
Oh yeah, shit. What was the
Amazon
last
link.
Goonie Tunes last week?
Oh yeah, that was the secret tune from Legend of Zelda.
A lot of people got it. People got it.
Sorry for all the delays and everything.
Yeah.
There is a reason for it. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Fuck you. You're the one that's never fucking awake to shoot a podcast. Just go on, just do me a favour, go on your messenger later on and see how many times in like the last month I've rang you and you ignored me.
You literally ring me to say, "Oh, I can't do anything."
Because I know if I message you, you
won't
will never
reply.
fucking
Yeah.
see it. I won't reply.
Well, just like that time I tried
Bastard.
really hard this week to get a hold of you, saying, "Oh, dude, the podcast accidentally went live."
Yeah, I was working with a dead phone.
Yeah.
You just ignore it or are asleep.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's actually quite true.
Fuck yourself.
Donation stuff down below. Amazon link's still there. I don't know if anyone's ever used that thing.
Have we received anything?
We've not received anything, but
I've had
you've
a
hit
few people tell me that
you
they
hit
have.
a threshold, and then they.
Yeah, I've had a few people tell me that they used it, but it was probably to buy fucking toothpicks or matches or some shit. Just something like that cost nothing. Thanks.
Yeah. Any suggestions for topics? Anything?
Yeah.
We really do want to hear what you have to say,
Yes,
because
please.
if we start ignoring the comments, then we will not be what you guys want us to be.
We want to know what sort of things you guys want us to talk about. Do you want us to get into depth with more sort of conspiracies or our own theories or just random stupid stories from our past? What do you think would be best? We want to know all criticism, good, bad, what's shite, what's alright, all that stuff.
Do the outro then, Greg. Yeah, basically everything we've just said, but now this.
Oh, one thing, because that's a bossa nova song, I must inform everyone that one of the main people who invented bossa nova died recently.
Well, this is for you.